Welcome to BAM Adventures. On the morning of our 5th day of our cruise on the Norwegian Breakaway, we stepped outside onto our balcony to find ourselves on the island of Roatan. The pictures you're seeing were a little bit deceiving, as when we went out there and looked around, we weren't overwhelmed with the beauties of the water, although the water was beautiful. We were a little bit surprised at how run down the area seemed. Now, this was just our opinion, but we were taken back a little bit that the port area seemed to be so run down. The houses and the areas that were viewable from the ship were not in great condition. Now, we did not have an excursion booked for Roatan, so really all we had planned to do this day was just to walk around the port, do some exploration, go into some shops. So this isn't a really long video. We didn't do a ton, and honestly, the best thing we did this day was at the end of the day when we went to see the show Howl at the Moon that evening. That was a whole lot of fun, and if you're on Norwegian Breakaway, definitely check out the Howl at the Moon show, as it was a blast. The oasis of the seas here, docked with us in Roatan. Here's the Breakaway back behind us. Pretty blue waters. The massive lines here that are tied down. Here's the port up ahead. Roatan. Let's see what we find. Clear waters here in port. Nuts. Oh, there's a fish there in the middle, isn't there? Yep. Fish there in the middle. There's a fish right there too.
Oh, yeah. Do that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so cool. Look at the blue one. Unfortunately, the fish that we're seeing and talking about here did not really translate well through the camera. It's a little difficult to see them. That being said, this little area was one of the coolest parts of the port, in our opinion. It's a little rocky, very shallow area with some coral, or some dead coral, in which the amount of tropical fish that you could see just standing on the port bridge here was just insane. And the different colors of the fish, the amount of them, it was really a cool little area to get to see some of the natural wildlife in the waters here around Roatan. I love that port. Some of these ones. It's like a very small excursion. Now, our plan for the day, because we did not have an excursion, was to walk around and do some of the fun stuff that you could find in the port. When we got into the port, as you're going to see in some videos a little bit later, we realized that not having actual cash on us prevented some of that from being able to take place, unfortunately. So if you do go to Roatan and you want to participate in some of the activities in the port area, make sure you bring cash. There were several vendors that did not accept our credit card. The port area was actually pretty crowded, considering that we actually waited until most of the excursions and the people who had booked excursions left. But I'm sure having two mega ships like the Oasis of the Seas and the Breakaway contributed to that. You want to do the fish thing, right?
I mean, I'll do. What does it say?
I just don't know how much. Oh, I'm sorry.
want to do it?
I mean, I'll do it with you. I don't want to do it alone.
So 30 for each of us and we do the 10 minutes?
Yeah, let's do 10 minutes.
Alright.
Say we did it.
Yeah, that's right, guys. We are going to get our feet eaten by fish. Oh, 20 minutes for $20.
Are you only cash?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Just kidding.
Never mind. We tried. We were going to be adventurous, though. You saw that. I have it on video. Ashley and I both agreed.
It's really something.
Didn't work out. Fresh coconut water. You wanna try that? Coconut water?
I don't like coconut water, but
Oh, you've had it before?
I just don't like coconut. I mean, I'll try it. You can drink it and I'll try it. A little extra water of any
I
kind is
never
not
tried
going
it,
to
so I don't know.
Sing it for me. If you lose, you want it all. That's what it does me. Up in the sing it, baby. Big
be.
Huh?
They come with booze in them.
Oh, no.
Oh, coconut water.
So nice.
Yeah.
Listen to that. If the juice rock sprayed on.
Do they take cards though?
Let's find out.
The answer to that question was a no, not take cards. So we continued on trying to find something fun to do report.
I know it'll be alright. Just don't.
Pretty flowers here in the pool. We were brave. We walked out to the exit of the port and then quickly decided that that was not going to be a good idea. So we turned back around.
As I mentioned, we did actually try to go out of port to see if we could walk around the city a little bit. It was quite a ways to get out, and when we did finally find the exit, there were about 5 or 6 local Roatan residents posted up right at the exit to the port. And honestly, we just did not need that stress in our life at that time, so we decided to turn back around and see what else we could find in the port.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Are you good?
Go in any more of these?
Sure, if you want.
Love you.
After a little bit of going into some shops, we quickly got bored and decided to just head back to the ship. It was starting to rain a little bit as well, so we just decided that we would head back and enjoy the fun things to do on the ship rather than in the port.
By Roatan Port. You were not really that fun. I'll be honest here. Did not think it was that great. Yes, if you go on an excursion, go see the sloths or do some jungle adventures, I'm sure it's fantastic. But we did not do that, and
It was
wasn't
just
very
what it
fun.
was.
You know, we got some trinkets for the kids, for us, and back to the ship. So long. island of Roatan off in the distance there. Over there where the sun is, somewhere off there in the distance, is mainland Honduras. Or that way. I don't know exactly if it's south or west. It's one of those two. The mainland is somewhere over there. And there's Roatan there to the southeast. And here's that awesome view of the mountain. Just can't beat that. That sound, that view. If you like that.
I heard everybody's voice but David. Okay. Alright. I love you, sir. Alright. Looking forward to that review. How was your Howl the Moon experience? He gave it a negative score. Hey, kids! Plug into the faithless. Maybe they are blinded, but then it makes them ageless. They just bring themselves along. We'll fight out there inside in the street. See who's right and who's wrong. Say, Candy, Ronnie, have you seen them yet? Whoa, the soap's spaced out. But Benny in the chest. It's got electric boots. I'm ass too. You know I read it in a magazine. Oh, give it to me one more time, Howl. Benny in the chest. Okay, we're getting there. I hear you guys in the front in particular. You sound great. I had a feeling. Whenever I hear that just means you're going to start yelling belligerent things. We'll see how it goes. If you're like, baby, I know, man. Well, it was kind of cold that night. She stood alone on a balcony. She could see the cars rolling by on a 441. Like a wave crashing on the beach. And for one desperate moment there, he crept.
I don't know if you can see it, but cruise ship there in the distance. Lit up in blues and white. We were in Roatan with the Oasis of the Seas. They left quite a bit before we did, so I'm not sure if we could have caught them or not. It's pretty over there.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Although this wasn't the most eventful day of our epic Norwegian Breakaway cruise, it was still a fun day, and Howl at the Moon kind of saved it for us. Roatan was not our favorite port by any stretch of the imagination, but we still had a good time, and we sure do appreciate you watching. Do us a favor, hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you.